Hi, hi everybody. I'm your Pradeep Sindhiki. Today I'm here to talk about the Indian education system. Before moving on to video, I request you people that everybody are talking only about the problems, but nobody are talking about the solutions. So whatever the things I'm going to explain in this video, all these are based on the current problems faced by the students in choosing their career paths. Whatever the things I'm going to explain in this video are truly based on the facts and again my own experiences where students are unknowingly making mistakes in choosing their career paths. Along with you peoples, I was also a guy who made some mistakes. So share this video to that person who was writing his exam without showing a single answer during his examination. Before the Britishers entering into India, India was ruled by different empires like Mughal Empire, Maratha Empire, Vijayanagar Empire, Sikh Empire, many Rajput kingdoms and Mysore rulers. They were having their own kind of education system based on the community funded, temple supported, monastery based and guru supported. This system had multiple education system based on their religion, philosophy and community, and there were no standard exams, no mark based rankings, no degree certificates like today. Skills and knowledge mattered more than paper qualification. Education was mostly residential based on character building but oftenly linked with religion. Then what about the subjects? What kind of subjects they used to read and write? This Gurukul education system was mostly focused on philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, Ayurveda, Dharma, practical life skills. All these were mostly value based and skill based. Then everything was going good. How did this English education system entered into India? Before this English education system entering into India, it was firstly introduced in Western European countries. This education system was majorly influenced in Prussian education system. This Prussian education system was having a fixed classrooms, bell system, period after period, age-based grades, standard curriculums, discipline according to the teacher's authority. It was designed during the Industrial Revolution to produce a disciplined workers, train soldiers, create obedient citizens where no one should question against the government or a system. Later, Britain adopted it from Prussia and from Britain to colonies like India. The major turning point comes in 1835. The person named Thomas Babington Macaulay was a British historian, politician and poet who significantly shaped the British colonial policies in India. Thomas Babington supported English teaching instead of Sanskrit and Persian teaching in Indian education, and his goal was to create a group of Indians who were educated in English and adopted British ideas, values and thinkings. In 1835, Macaulay wrote a famous proposal called Minute on Indian Education. In that proposal, Macaulay's main objective was: first, funds should be spent only on Western science and literature. Second, institutions teaching only Eastern philosophy and classics were to be discontinued. It means whatever the subjects were taught in tradition Indian education will be stopped forever and new English education system will be installed. Third, only small group of elites would be educated, who in turn were expected to spread knowledge to the masses. It means whatever this new English language or a subject will be taught to a small group of people who will further pass on to the neighboring seekers. Fourth, creating a loyal class of Indians aligned with British ideas and values. As I said in the beginning of the video, this education system was designed in a way that no one should question against the government or a system. Then what would be the reason to introduce this English education system in India? There are particularly three main reasons. Firstly, administrative convenience. Second, economic reasons. Third, cultural superiority belief. First of all, the administrative convenience. The British officers were usually using English language. Whenever the new reforms or ideas they were introducing, all those were planned in English. So they thought that instead of learning Sanskrit or Persian, it was easier to them to teach English to the Indians and make them work as a clerks, translators and officers. This made them to reduce administrative cost. Second, economic reasons. They needed educated Indians to work in offices, maintain records, help in railways, courts, taxations and many more. The Britishers has got to know that hiring Indians who knew English was cheaper than bringing British staff from England. Third, cultural superiority belief. Many Britishers believed that Western knowledge was superior. Instead, Macaulay openly criticized the traditional Indian education that a single shelf of a good European library was worth more than whole native literatures of India. India. They were well more confident about their English education will modernize India. And the main convincing point is that Britishers were using smarter methods, like they were announcing government jobs only for English educated students, higher salaries for English learners, and mainly prestige and social status. Now imagine, if you want a job, if you want a respect, if you want a government position, what would you people doing? Choosing the same path which is easier, right? As it is, slowly parents started sending their children to the English medium schools and the traditional gurukuls lost importance. It is completely the economic and peer pressure and opportunity control. Over the time, people's mindset started changing. When mindset changes, people's control becomes easy. Britishers did not just rule the land, they ruled people's thoughts. They conquered India in two ways. Firstly with a weapon, second with an education, because they were well knowing that controlling the mind is stronger than the controlling the person. Let's say a person freshly graduated and stepping out from the college gate, holding a degree certificate folded with a black coat and a black hat on his head. Parents are proud about his good performance in his academics and quietly feeling happy behind him. In their eyes, they are hoping that this elite degree will naturally open the doors to secure their son's life and pursue well-paying jobs. But weeks turned into months. The confidence in his soul and the dreams in the parents' eyes began to fade out. The call did not came, and at the last the rejection was his result. This is not an isolated story. It is that many have lived or watched at a close. India's higher education system is expanding at a speed, but the promise it makes to the students is quietly breaking somewhere between the classrooms and the workplaces. In today's days, schools and colleges are charging lakhs of fees, but unable to provide a good placements, good salaries, satisfying dream job, and mainly working hours. In India, every graduating student is spending his 3 to 8 years of his precious time in learning those outdated syllabus. Instead, he can learn new skills, build startups, enter into politics, make innovative skills which can help to solve the major problems in the nation, and many more. But they are trained to enter into competitive trap. Let us understand it clearly by taking one example. Assume that if a student has recently completed his intermediate in science, he surely talks only about the competitive exams instead of learning new innovative skills or taking unique courses, which can make him 10x more better than these competitive exams. After attending these competitive exams, if he doesn't get a merit marks to seek a seat in a particular college, he again takes 1 year, 2 year drop to clear those competitive exams. As it is for many government jobs, students are using their precious time in clearing those competitive exams and again paying lakhs of fees to those coaching institutes. I'm not saying that these competitive exams are bad. Competitive exams may also have a good side, but not for everyone. Here are some of the guidelines from the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman.
And why is the gap between the rich and the poor increasing so much?
I think there is clear disconnect between the qualifications that you acquire, the education levels that we reach, and the kind of jobs that are available.
Now, the Skill India report says that more than 35% of our BTech students are unemployable, 30% of our MBA students are unemployable, 60% of our ITI students are unemployable, and more than 75% of our Polytechnic students are unemployable. They are reading outdated concepts and they do not know anything that is relevant.
First thing, the drive that an individual has to recognize that this is not going to work out for him and he has to find a different thing. And once you identify, there are now courses available for you to be able to equip yourself better.
So whatever the guidelines are given by your parents, teachers, relations are not every time a good one. Verify once and choose the path. Again, please understand about yourself in which you are capable of. Take 1 year, 2 year drop for yourself and find your own niche.